All right. So good morning once again, and thank you for joining us as we have been doing our technical analysis morning Zoom since last week. And this is a continuation of where we started last week. There is still more to come. There is still more to learn. I'm sure by the end of this syllabus, you are going to learn one or two things in your trading journey. So yesterday we were looking at a couple of different candlestick patterns, and we were looking at both those that signals the market to the upper side together with those that signals the market to the downside. Let me check with you, those who attended our morning session for yesterday. Can you kindly remind me? Yes. Oh, it is good night, Paul. Okay. It is night on your side. I wonder where are you joining us from? All right. Thank you for sacrificing to be here with us. Yes. So can I have chat patterns that you learned yesterday? Oh, you are in Suriname. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Suriname. Okay. Yeah. Almost a 1:45. Yes, I get it. No, thank you so much for your sacrifice. It's not easy to join the entire world with different time zones. Yes, it means that you are committed in the business. You could be sleeping by now, but you decided to join us on this other side. So thank you so much. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, can you remind me what were we talking about yesterday? What did you learn about yesterday? Yes. What did you learn about yesterday? Safsi says Gravestone Doji. We learned about Gravestone Doji. What else did we learn about yesterday? What else did we learn yesterday? Did we only talk about Gravestone Doji? Okay. Harami pattern. Okay. We learned about Harami pattern. Okay. Shooting star. All right. What else did we learn yesterday? Harami candlestick. Yes. Harami candlestick. Trishina. Yes, Harami candlestick. What else did we learn yesterday? What else did we learn yesterday? What else did we learn yesterday? Morning star and the evening star. Okay, morning star and the evening star. All right. Gravestone Doji, Harami pattern, shooting star, morning star and the evening star. What is the opposite of a shooting star? What is the opposite version of a shooting star? What is the opposite version of a shooting star? What is the opposite version of the shooting star? What is the opposite version of the shooting star? Ishmael, are you talking about the the 9 a.m. Zoom or the 6:30 a.m. Zoom? The importance of cryptocurrency and its risk management. I'm sure that could be the morning Zoom. The 9 a.m., 10 a.m. respectively. Yes. What is the opposite of the shooting star? What is the opposite of a shooting star? What is the opposite of the shooting star? Let me see. Who is copying and pasting? Who is copying and pasting? The opposite version of a shooting star. Should I put a price in the chat? Should I put a price in the chat so that you can give me a correct answer? Should I put a price? Shooting star. What's the opposite version of a shooting star? What's the opposite version of a shooting star? What's the opposite version of a shooting star? What is the opposite version of a shooting star? What's the opposite version of a shooting star? Okay, guys. So if you say it's the evening star, If you say it is an evening star, what is the opposite version of the morning star? Those that are giving me evening star, what is the opposite version of the morning star? Eh? All right, so the opposite version of the shooting star, it is a hammer. Okay, it is the hammer or the pin bar. That is the opposite version of the shooting star, the hammer or the pin bar. The evening star goes with the morning star. All right, the evening star goes with the morning star. Okay, the evening star does not go with the shooting star. They are the same. When I say they are the same, I'm simply saying both of them, they signify market movement to the downside. Okay, the evening star and the shooting star, both of them signifies market movement to the downside. Okay, but morning is the opposite of evening. Shooting is the opposite of a hammer or a pin bar. All right, yes, we just need to take note of that. All right, so yesterday, before the end of our session, we also looked at Harami pattern. Am I correct? We did a Harami pattern, a bullish Harami for that matter. Did we do a bullish Harami or we did a bearish Harami? Did we do a bullish Harami or we did a bearish Harami? What did we do? We did a bullish Harami. Am I correct? We did a bearish Harami or a bullish Harami. We did both. Did we do both? Did we do both? Did we do bearish and bullish? I think we spoke about the bullish Harami. Yes, we remained with the opposite version of it. We remained with the opposite version of it. Okay, so let me share my screen and then we go to our class for today. Yes, bullish Harami. Harami means pregnant. That is correct. Harami means pregnant. That is correct. Am I the host? Am I the host? Okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure if we happen to have morning intruders. If we happen to have morning intruders, yeah, so we should be on the safe side. At least my leader is here. If anything happens, yes, so it's okay, we are safe. So let me share my screen. All right, thank you so much, my leader. Thank you. All right, is my screen visible? Can you see my screen? My screen is visible. Is my screen visible? Is my screen visible? If it is visible, please indicate in the chat. If my screen is visible, indicate in the chat. If my screen is visible, indicate in the chat. My screen is visible, indicate in the chat. Okay, so where were we? Where were we? Where were we? I think we were here on the bullish Harami. We were here on the bullish Harami, and this is the bearish Harami. It is also an inside bar. Okay, I want you to understand the Harami pattern. Okay, all of them, they are called Harami pattern. The only difference is that one is a bullish Harami, the other one is a bearish Harami. Okay, or one is a bullish inside bar, the other one is a bearish inside bar. Okay, when it comes to the names, it is still a Harami pattern. Okay, it is still a Harami pattern. Yes, it is still an inside bar. All right, but the only difference is that one is a bearish one, the other one is a bullish one. So here is a bearish one. Yesterday we looked at this one. We looked at this one, a bullish Harami pattern or a bullish inside bar pattern. So the composition is that there is a mother candle and then there is the smaller candle. All right. So by the look of things, you are going to see that if you are to draw something like this, it will seem like pregnancy. That's why the word Harami originates from as a Japanese language. All right, as a Japanese word, it means pregnant. So the Harami pattern, a bullish one, signifies market movement to the upper side. All right. So in this scenario, you are going to see that where you can locate the Harami pattern, it is at the bottom of the downtrend. When the market has trended downward, at the bottom here, where the market is supported, that's where you are going to see the Harami pattern. When you see it, it means there is a market reversal signal expected to happen. And I also said that the Harami pattern, it can mean a continuation of the trend. Okay, it can mean the continuation of the trend. In this case, if the market is trending upward in the midst of the upward movement, then you see this type of a pattern appearing, then you should know that the market is going to continue the direction where it is going. If it is an uptrend, then it means that this market will continue high up in terms of price movement. That is the bullish Harami. Okay, so it is a reversal pattern. Okay, it is a reversal pattern, but also it is a continuation of the trend, looking at where is it developing or where is it surfacing, right? The bullish Harami. Those are the two about this pattern. The opposite of this, it is this one, which is also a Harami pattern, but it is a bearish one. Okay, it is also a Harami pattern, but it is a bearish one. So in this case of the bearish Harami pattern, it means the market has been trending going upward like this, all right? Coming from the support level, price rising, going to the top. When it reaches at the top of the trend, okay, somewhere at the top along probably the resistant level, you are going to see market being resisted, price being resisted. Okay, after that uptrend, then you see that market is being resisted. When you check up here, if you don't see those other market reversal signals, that signifies market movement to the downside. Probably you might see a bearish Harami. Okay, so the composition is still the same. It is simple. There is the mother candle, which is a green candle on the left side. And on the right side, there should be a smaller bodied candlestick. Smaller bodied candlestick, right? Yes. So when you look at this, you will see that it is just a flip of the other side. Okay, it is just the flip of the other side. But in this scenario, this candle signifies buyers are in control because it is a green candle. It signifies buyers are in control as the market is moving from the bottom going to the top. But when it reaches here at the top, it means buyers, they are failing to push the price further. As a result, you are going to see a development of such a pattern, which is called a bearish Harami. Then at the end, you will see that market is changing direction going to the bottom. Now, in the process of this market going downside, right? In the midst of it, you see another Harami pattern, okay? You see a bearish Harami pattern in the midst, then you know that this downtrend might be a longer one, because this signifies, or this might signify, continuation of that trend. When you see a bearish Harami pattern developing in the midst of downtrend, it means it might be a long downtrend, continuation of the trend. That's why I said Harami pattern, it can mean reversal, okay? It can mean reversal. It can also mean continuation. So it depends which one. Is it a bullish Harami? If it is a bullish Harami, then for it to mean continuation, then it should appear in the midst of the uptrend. If it is a bearish Harami, for it to mean continuation, it should appear in the midst of the downtrend. Then you know that it means continuation. Okay. Nevertheless, these are reversal patterns, market reversal patterns, either to the upper side or to the downside. So this is a Harami pattern that we are looking at. So this is how they may appear in your chart when you go to your trading view. So this is a bearish one and this is a bullish one. Okay, this is a bearish one and this is a bullish one. We do have this type of market reversal signal when we are doing our technical analysis, looking at which direction the market is coming from, which happened to be the previous direction or the previous trend. All right. Yeah. Is this okay? Are we in peace with the Harami pattern? Are we friends with the Harami pattern? Whether it can be bearish or it can be bullish. Are we friends with the Harami pattern? Are we friends with the Harami pattern? Okay, so it seems we are okay. All right, so let's go to another chart pattern. Let's go to another chart pattern. All right, let's go to another chart pattern. I think today I'm moving very slowly. If you do not get it, then I don't know. Yeah. If you do not get it, then I don't know. Let's come here and look at tweezing of the market. Yes, we do have tweezers. We do have tweezers in the market. All right. So let us look at the tweezers, which comes into two. So we do have tweezer tops and the tweezer bottom. Tweezer tops and the tweezer bottom. Let us look at the tweezer bottom first. Now, when it comes to tweezers, okay, when it comes to tweezers, tweezer top formation, okay, tweezer top formation, or probably let me start with the tweezer bottom because I'm displaying the tweezer bottom here. All right, let me start with the tweezer bottom. The tweezer bottom formation, it is considered as a market reversal signal. Okay, tweezer bottom. I want you to capture the word bottom. Tweezer bottom. Okay, tweezer bottom. So tweezer bottom formation is considered as a market reversal signal to the upper side. Okay, a market reversal signal to the upper side. Okay, so for this to be valid as a tweezer bottom, I want you to look closely at these two candles. I want you to look closely at these two candles. If you look at these two candles, okay, the opening and the closing of these two candles, they are almost at the same price. They are almost at the same price. When you look at the opening and the closing of these two candles here, they are full-bodied candlesticks. But now when you look at them, you will see that where this one closed, this one also opened there. Where this one opened, this one closed there. So we do have a bearish candle, and then we do have a bullish candle. But the opening and the closing of the two candles, they are roughly at the same price. A tweezer bottom, it is easy to understand, easy to identify, because the two candles, they are like twins. They look like twins, right? The two candles, they look like twins, meaning to say where this one opened, this one also closed there. If it is this one, a green candle, okay, normally it have to be a red candle for it to be a tweezer bottom. The first candle should be a red candle, which is a bearish candle. The second candle should be a bullish candle, which is a buying pressure candle. All right, so you can see that they look like twins in terms of their sizes. So this signifies if it was a downtrend like this. Remember, this is a tweezer bottom, meaning you are going to find this pair at the bottom of the downtrend. Okay, at the bottom of the downtrend. Market has been trending downward, downward, downward. When you reach at the support level, if you don't see those other market reversal signals to the upper side, you are going to see a tweezer bottom. All right, so the moment the tweezer bottom appears, you should know that the market is ready to change direction to the upper side. So this signifies market movement to the upper side. It is a market reversal signal telling us that there are higher chances of the market changing direction to the upper side. That is a tweezer bottom. Okay, that is a tweezer bottom. The formation is interpreted as a bullish reversal pattern. All right, so the location is at the bottom of the downtrend. That's the location when it comes to a tweezer bottom. When it comes to a tweezer bottom, the location is at the bottom of the downtrend. I think this one is easy to understand. Let me check with you guys when it comes to tweezers. Yes, is it difficult on this one? The tweezer bottom? Is it difficult? Is it difficult when it comes to a tweezer bottom? Is it difficult? Is it difficult to identify a tweezer bottom? No, I don't think so. It's not. Yeah, it's not. If you go to your trading view app, yes, check at the bottom of a downtrend. When you see candles that looks like twins in terms of their opening and their closing, you will know that this is a tweezer bottom or a tweezer top if it is found at the top. Okay, yes, you will know that these are tweezers. They look like twins. They are filled up candlesticks. They are filled up candlesticks with pressure. Okay, so for it to be a tweezer bottom, it should appear with a bearish candlestick first. Then it ends with a green candlestick first, which is a bullish candle. Then it is validated as a tweezer bottom. The opposite of a tweezer bottom, then it is a tweezer top. Okay, the opposite of a tweezer bottom, it is a tweezer top. It is this one over here. That is the tweezer top. This is the opposite version of the tweezer bottom. So this tells you that the market is coming from this direction because this candle is a bullish candlestick. So the market is coming from the bottom, going to the top, reaching resistance level. Around here, when the market has gone high up, if you don't see shooting stars, okay, if you don't see shooting stars around here, if you don't see evening stars around here, if you don't see bearish engulfing bars around here, then probably you are going to see a tweezer top. So a tweezer top signifies reversal signal of the price to the downside. Okay, so this is the bearish version of it. The other one is the bullish version of it. So these two pairs, they are easy to identify, because one thing for sure is that the candles, they are filled up candles and they look like twins when it comes to opening and closing of the price for the two candles. All right, so that is the tweezer tops and then the tweezer bottom, or the tweezer bottom and then the tweezer top. Are we okay? Are we okay with these tweezers? Are we okay with these tweezers? Are we okay with these tweezers, the two of them? Are we okay? Are we okay with the tweezers? Are we okay with the tweezers? Are we okay with the tweezers? All right. So I think let me bring one more chart pattern. One more chart pattern. One more chart pattern. One more chart pattern. So that's an example of a tweezer bottom. That's an example of a tweezer bottom over there. Okay, that's an example of a tweezer bottom. So I want to speak about this other party here that I want to bring into the discussion. I want to end with this one. Okay, yes. So we do have another chart pattern when it comes to candlesticks. We do have another pair of chart patterns when it comes to candlestick, right? So we do have what we call the three white soldiers, okay? The three white soldiers, as well as the three black crows. The three white soldiers and the three black crows. So I have brought all of them here so that you can be able to see and differentiate the two. Let's start with the three white soldiers. The three white soldiers, it is a market reversal signal that signifies market movement to the upper side. It comprises of three candlesticks, yes. It comprises of three candlesticks. When it comes to the white soldiers, that comes in three, okay? The white soldiers that comes in three signifies market movement to the upper side, okay? So it means the previous trend should be a down trend, all right? The previous trend, it should be a down trend. Now you are going to see the presence of the white soldiers when the composition is like this. When you look at the three white soldiers combination, you will see that when the first candle is smaller compared to the second candle, and the second candle is smaller in size compared to the third candle. What I'm simply saying is when the first candle closes, okay, when the first candle closes, all right, the second candle opens just slightly above it, okay, and the buyers, they do not leave a big room for selling. What do I mean? Probably you may not see even some shadows on the candle, okay? If you see shadows on the candle, they are small shadows, okay? You are going to see very small shadows, okay? So it means buyers, they are not leaving a room for sellers to come and sell. It's like they are playing a defensive mechanism, okay? They are playing defensive game. Whenever they close in the first session, they make sure that they defend, okay? They close the gaps for the opponent to penetrate. They make sure that they don't leave a big room for their opponent to come and play. As a result, you will see that the first candle, if it is of a smaller size, the other candle is going to be a bigger size compared to the first one. Right? The same applies to the third candle. The third candle is bigger, is filled up. Yes, it is bigger compared to the middle candle, which is the second candle. This type of a formation is called the three white soldiers. When you see this at the bottom of the downtrend, then you should know that there is money, there is more money to be collected in that particular coin that these guys have appeared. Remember, the three white soldiers, they are very, very rare to see or to spot them in a trend. So when they appear, when you happen to locate them, then you know that this coin, it is going to go high up in terms of price. Mind you, these three guys, they don't just appear anyhow. Okay, they don't just appear anyhow. These three white soldiers, whenever they appear, you should know that there is work to be done. Just applies when the army is called to a task. Yes, when the army is called to a task, it means it is not just an easy task. It is a very, very rare task. It means the police have failed. The police cannot maintain it. So there is a need for the soldiers to come in, the army to come in. So when you see the three white soldiers appearing, it means that that particular coin, it is going to give you a lot of money, because the three white soldiers does not just appear anyhow. In most cases, the three white soldiers appears when it has been a very long downtrend. A very long downtrend. Yes. When you see a coin has been dipping and dipping and dipping and dipping, when it starts to resurrect, probably it might resurrect with the appearance of the white soldiers that are three in number, and they normally push the price back to where it came from. So I'm simply saying the appearance of the three white soldiers in a trend, they tells you that the market is going to change direction to the upper side. In this case, this was a downside movement. Is this okay with the three white soldiers? Is this okay with the three white soldiers? Candlestick pattern that signifies market movement to the upper side, and it is located at the bottom of the downtrend. When it appears, it means that the trend is going to go high up in terms of price, because the white soldiers does not just appear. When you look at their formation, you see that they play something like what we call a defensive game. They make sure that when the other candle closes, they don't leave a room for selling. They come and close the gap immediately, and they continue pressing the price to the upper side until they have made sure that the market or the price has left the bottom and it has gone to the top. That is the duty of the three white soldiers when they appear in a trend. When they appear in a trend, it is a market reversal signal to the upper side. Are we okay? Are we still friends? Are we still friends with the three white soldiers? Are we still friends with the three white soldiers? Are we still friends with the three white soldiers? Are we friends? Are we still friends? Yes, somebody sent us something there. I think Paul, yes, that could be a very good defensive mechanism. A very good defensive mechanism. Yes, something like this. You can see how these guys are playing the game. The first candle is smaller compared to the second candle. The second candle is smaller compared to the third candle. Then look at what happened, how the market popped, and it is still going up. It is still going up. Okay? The three white soldiers formation. The three white soldiers formation. So it is more like this. Somebody just send us this in the Zoom chat there. Yes. So this is what we are talking about roughly. This is what we are talking about roughly, right? The three white soldier formation. The three white soldier formation. All right. Yes. Thank you so much, Paul. Thank you so much, Paul. That is very good money indeed. That's very good money indeed. You can imagine. So let's look at the opposite version of those three white soldiers, which is the three black crows. Okay, the three black crows. It is the opposite version of the three white soldiers. So it is also the same. Okay, when it comes to the three black crows, it is the same way the three white soldiers plays their game in the market. All right. So this is the opposite version of this one. These three black crows. It is the opposite version of the three white soldiers. So they are located at the top of the trend. The top of the uptrend. Yes, that's where the three black crows are located. The market has been trending upward, shooting, right? So at the top of that uptrend, when you check it, if you do not see the other market reversal signal to the downside, you may find this type of family called the three black crows. Whenever they come and crow, then you know that someone is going to be in a deep floating loss if he's been caught here. Okay, if someone is caught here, all right, someone entered here thinking that this market will continue to go up, and then this formation appears. These guys, they don't play because they come three in number. When they are playing their defensive game, they normally come in three. They don't come in one or in two, just like those other pairs. These ones, they come three of them. When they appear, it means that there is going to be a deep down trend. Yes, please take note of the three black crows. Before you get excited with the three white soldiers, thinking that the market will continue going to heaven, unfortunately, before you arrive in heaven, you find yourself that you have come back to hell. Okay? I'm trying to paint a picture that says the three black crows, they are responsible for the downside of the movement of price. That's what they do. The composition is still the same, three candlesticks that appears. The first candle is smaller than the second candle. The second candle is smaller than the third candle. But when it opens and closes, they don't leave a big room for buying. These guys, they are serious about their business. So they don't leave a big room for buyers to come and buy, right? So you are going to see very small shadows, signifying that there is more selling pressure than buying pressure. So buyers are losing the game, sellers, they are in control of the game. As a result, you will see the market dipping, going downward. Then you know that I know. Yes. Then you know that I know. The market, that is how it does its things. So this is a three white soldier formation against the three black cross formation. Yes, signifying upward and downward of the price movement. Is that okay? Is that okay? Is that okay? Is that okay? All right, I'm not gonna use the word hell again. Joshua, I'm not gonna use that word again. Yes, I'm gonna use floating loss. I'm gonna say huge floating loss. Yeah, I'm gonna say huge floating loss. I'm not gonna say hell. All right. Yes, okay. So are we okay? Are we okay? All right. If we are okay, then let's come here and navigate a little bit. Let's come here and navigate the market a little bit, because we are almost done with the candlestick chart patterns. All right. We are almost done with the candlestick chart patterns. So let's come here and look at these chart patterns we have been looking at. Yes, these candlestick chart patterns we have been looking at. Probably let's start with BTC and see if we can find some candlestick chart patterns that we have been talking about. If we can find some candlestick chart patterns we have been talking about. Yes, let's come here and look at Bitcoin. Let's come here and look at Bitcoin. Yes, so I want you to come here with me. I want you to come here with me. We want to navigate the market a little bit. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, yes, I've got a question for you. I've got a question for you. What type of a trend was this one? From point A to point B. What type of a trend was this one? What type of a trend was this one? From point A to point B. What type of a trend was this? What type of a trend was this? What type of a trend was that? I'm coming into the chart. We are navigating the trading view up now. What type of a trend was that? Give me answers in the chat. Give me answers in the chat. Uptrend, uptrend, uptrend. Okay, thank you. The following question goes like this. The following question, or the next question is this one. The next question is this one. Now I'm going to enlarge a little bit here. I'm going to enlarge a little bit here. Okay, please tell me, what is the name of this candle over here? What is the name of this candle over here? What is the name of this candle? Let me do this so that you can see properly. Let me do this. Aha. What is the name of this candle over here? What is the name of this candle? This one. And what does it signify? What is the name of this candle? You told me that the previous trend, or the name of the trend, was uptrend. Yes, you are correct. Now let's come to the top of Kilimanjaro mountain here. There is a candlestick there that is having a long upper shadow, the long upper shadow, and then the opening and the closing of the price, they are roughly at the same. The opening and the closing of the price, they are roughly at the same, but it is having a long upper shadow. What is the name of this candle and what does it signify? You think we came here to play? We did not come here to play. Give me an answer there. Give me an answer there. What is the name of that candle? What is the name of that candle? Someone is copying and pasting, copying and pasting. A flying Doji. A flying Doji. Joyce. Joyce, 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 Joyce. How many times did I call your name, Joyce? A flying Doji. Joyce, 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 Joyce. A shooting star. A Gravestone Doji. Between the Gravestone Doji and the shooting star, which one is which? Which one is which? Is it a shooting star or is it a Gravestone Doji? Is it a shooting star or is it a Gravestone Doji? Let's reconcile here before we talk about what does it do or what does it signify. Is it a Gravestone Doji or is it a shooting star? Is it a Gravestone Doji or is it a shooting star? Somebody says it's a Gravestone. It's a Gravestone Doji. Gravestone Doji. Gravestone Doji. Shooting star. That's not a shooting star. Look at the size of the body. Look at the size of the body. Look at the size of the body. Yes. That is a Gravestone Doji. It is not a shooting star. A shooting star has got at least a body that you can see clearly. Okay? A shooting star has got a body that you can see clearly, but that one is a Gravestone Doji. What does it signify? What does it signify? What does it signify? The Gravestone Doji. It signifies what? If I may take you back here. If I may take you back here. Can you see what happened after the appearance of the Gravestone Doji? Can you see what happened in terms of price? If I may bring my screen like this, can you see how deep the market went? Can you see how deep the market went after the appearance of that Gravestone Doji? Can you see what happened? I'm trying to bring closer and closer so that you see. When the market went high up to 124,000, that was the price of Bitcoin. Yes, it shooted up to 124, right? Then we saw the appearance of the Doji, which is a Gravestone one. So the market started to change direction, started to come down. On its way downward, it was retracing, going up a little bit, then it continues to go down. Going up a little bit, it continues to go down. Going up a little bit, it continues to go down. Yes. All right. So let's come here again. We are still on Bitcoin. We are still on Bitcoin, just over here. Just over here. Okay. From this point to this point, the market went up. It went high up, right? When it went high up, here at the top, there is a certain formation of a candlestick pattern. There is a certain formation of a candlestick pattern here. What type of a formation is this one? What type of a formation is this one? This is a green candle. Market is coming from this direction. Buyers were in control, but when the market went high up to this level, buyers could not contain either the price. Then we saw this big red candle, yes, coming up. What is this formation over here? Give me an answer in the chat. What is this formation over here? What is this formation over here? What is this formation over here? What is that formation over here? If I may bring you this one here, let me remind you a bit. If I may bring you this one here, just to remind you a bit. If I may remind you a bit here. If I may remind you a bit here, what should I bring here? Should I bring this one? Let me bring this one. Yes. If I bring this one here, if I bring this one here, this one, does it look familiar with that one? Does it look familiar with the other one? If I may bring this one over here, and then you have a look at it, and then I take you back here. I take you back here. Does it look familiar? Does it look familiar? Does it look familiar, ladies and gentlemen? Does it look familiar? What is the name of that chart pattern? What is the name of that chart pattern? What is it called? Let me come back to the Zoom. What is it called? What is it called? What is it called? What is it called? Is that a Harami? No, it's not a Harami. It is a bearish engulfing bar. It is a bearish engulfing bar. It's not a Harami pattern. It is a bearish engulfing bar. The buyers were engulfed by sellers. Then the market changed direction. Okay? Are we finding the pattern? Margaret, Margaret, you need to put your fire off about your teeth. There's no teeth there. The teeth is not there. Okay? It is the bullish, it is the bearish engulfing bar. All right, it is the bearish engulfing bar. Let's navigate more. Let's navigate more. Let's navigate more. Let's come backward a little bit. Let's come backward a little bit. Let's come backward a little bit and look for other chart patterns. Probably we may find. This is a 4-hour time frame. Yes, this is a 4-hour time frame. This is a 4-hour time frame. This is a 4-hour time frame. I'm trying to look at other chart patterns. Trying to look at other chart patterns. Yes, trying to look at other chart patterns. Trying to look at other chart patterns. All right. Trying to look at other chart patterns that we may find in the market. May find in the market. I'm looking for some tweezers. I'm trying to look for tweezers here so that we can see what they do when they appear. Some tweezers, some tweezers, some tweezers, some tweezers, some tweezers, tweezer tops and tweezer bottoms, tweezer tops and tweezer bottoms. Probably let's look at another pair. Let's look at another pair. Let's check another pair. Maybe we can find some tweezers there. Okay. Right. Let's look at another pair. Maybe we can find some tweezers there. Can this be a tweezer top? Can this be a tweezer top, ladies and gentlemen? Can this be a tweezer top? This one here. Can it be a tweezer top? Can it be a tweezer top? Can it be a tweezer top? This one over here. I think they are appearing very often. There is this one here. There is this one here. Can these be tweezer tops according to your understanding of tweezers? Can this be a tweezer top? Can this be a tweezer top? Can this be a tweezer top? What about this pair here? Can it be a tweezer bottom? What about this pair here? Can it be a tweezer bottom? All right. if I may minimize my screen like this for it to be to look well. Okay, can you see after this appeared? After this appeared here, can you see the direction of the market? After this appeared, can you see what happened? Are those tweezers? Are they tweezers? Are they tweezers according to you? Are they tweezers? Are they tweezers? Grace says doesn't know. Doesn't know. At least it's an honest question, an honest answer. Most likely. Most likely. Are they tweezers? Those pairs that I was circling there. Are they tweezers? I was talking about the body sizes. They look like twins. The opening and the closing of both candles, they are most likely at the same price. Where the other one opened and closed, and the other one also opened and closed almost at the same price. That's why they can be deserve to be called tweezers. Somebody says, no, they are not tweezers. The last one, yes, but the first one, no. Okay. The last one, yes, but the first one, no. All right. So we were navigating the app, understanding these market reversal signals. Market reversal signals. Let's have some questions now. Let me take some questions. Anyone with a question? Because Coach Musa will be coming probably tomorrow. Then we'll start building on these chat patterns we have established. Let me get some questions now. What is the difference between tweezers and bearish engulfing bars? Okay, the difference is that when it comes to tweezers, the opening price and the closing price of the candles, the two candles, there should be a bearish candle and a bullish candle. Their opening price and their closing, they are almost at the same price. And remember, they are big-bodied candles. When it comes to tweezers, they are big-bodied candles. Candles that are full, meaning to say there was pressure in that trade session. Okay? Candles that are full signifies pressure in the market or in that trade session. All right? So that is a tweezer. They can be a tweezer bottom or a tweezer top. But in this scenario, when it comes to tweezers, they are like identical twins. They are like identical twins. While when it comes to bearish engulfing bar, the big candle, it should be a bearish candle. When it comes to engulfing bars, which are bearish, the big candle, which is the mother candle, it should be a bigger one, engulfing the green candle that signifies buying pressure. Let me just take you here quickly. For the tweezers and the engulfing bars. Okay, for the tweezers and the engulfing bars. All right, can you see this candle here? These two candles. Can you see these two candles? How full they are when it comes to volume? How they are filled up? They are big bodies candlesticks, right? Yes. So tweezers, they are more like this. They look identical in terms of their body size. They look identical in terms of their body size. Okay? but they don't leave big, okay, or longer shadows. They don't have longer shadows when it comes to tweezers. They don't have longer shadows, okay? So they should look identical like this, all right? So this is an example of a tweezer. In this scenario, this is a tweezer top. It is a tweezer top, okay? So if we are to talk about a bearish engulfing bar, if we are to talk about a bearish engulfing bar, maybe let's check somewhere here if we can find one where the market went up as well. Let me go back to that Bitcoin. I think we can find a good engulfing bar there. Let me come back to Bitcoin. A bearish engulfing bar. Okay, can we find any? Can we find any after a downtrend? I mean, after uptrend, not downtrend. After an uptrend. After an uptrend. I think this one. Okay. I think this one. Can you see this formation? This candle, the green candle is smaller than the red candle. And the market went up. Buyers were dominating in this session when price was rising. But when the market came to the top here, buyers could not maintain the price at the top. So you can see that there is a smaller green candle and a big red candle. So this red candle engulfed the green candle. That's why it is called a bearish engulfing bar candlestick chart pattern. So this is an example of an engulfing bar, which is a bearish one. Did I answer your question? Did I answer your question? The person who was asking about tweezers and engulfing bars. Did I answer your question? Did I answer your question? Did I answer the question? Okay, 100%. All right. What is the message that the tweezers show in the market? So, tweezers, they show you the change of the direction of price. It can be to the top, it can be to the bottom, depending on where the tweezers are found. Okay, so tweezer tops, they signify market reversal signal to the downside, while tweezer bottom signifies market reversal signal to the upper side. Okay, the tweezer bottom, they are found at the bottom of the trend, meaning market is going to change direction to go up, while tweezer top, they are found at the top of the uptrend, meaning market might likely to change direction to go down since it was up. Okay, that's the message that tweezers carry. Yeah, the Zoom is recorded. The Zoom is recorded. Don't worry, a recording is going to be shared. Yes. All right, so it is already 7:47. I think we can call it here. We can call it a morning for today. Yeah, I think you do have your role that you need to play. Yes. Yeah, first of all, if you did not understand, please go and watch the recording. Go and watch the recording. And secondly, what we have been teaching you, please try to go to TradingView and try to locate these market chart patterns that we have found, the candlestick chart patterns. Go and do your diligence. Yes, go and do your part. Go and do your part. Yes, practice makes perfect. practice makes perfect. All right. So we are going to end here for today. If everything goes well and God keeps us with this gift of life, tomorrow Coach Musa will be here and is going to open a different page on top of what we have been doing these previous days. Okay, Coach Musa will come here and is going to open a different page, but building on this page that we have already established. Okay, so it does not end here. It doesn't end here. There is still more to build on top of this one. All right, there is still more. The difference between engulfing bars and Harami. The Harami looks like pregnancy. Okay, the Harami looks like pregnancy. The smaller candle is right at the bottom of the bigger candle. Okay, the smaller candle is right at the bottom of the bigger candle. It is different from an engulfing bar. All right, the Harami. For you to know that this is a Harami, when you try to complete the drawing, it will look more like a pregnancy. All right, different from an engulfing bar. Different from an engulfing bar. It may look a little bit confusing. Yeah, it may look a little bit confusing to those that are trying to locate. All right, so that's the difference. Anyone with a question before we call it a morning? Anyone with a question? Let me hand over the microphone to Charles. Oh, Charles, okay. I'm allowing you to unmute. Charles, you've got 2 minutes.
Okay, thank you very much, Coach Mo. Yesterday, you handled this very topic, morning star and evening star, if I'm right, or rather it's Harami that you handled. And I wanted to find out, in order for you to detect those chart patterns, which time frame do you see it more clearly? Is it 1 minute candlestick time frame, or it is maybe 1 hour candlestick minute time frame, or which one is that? Then secondly, second question is about this. All this candlesticks information that you have given to us. I think it would have been appropriate that a student on the call would have been able to go into the various charts, or maybe you give us an assignment that go to this go to this chart and be able to come out with a tweezer top, tweezer bottom, so as to be able to be familiar with some of these chart candlestick patterns in the market. That in itself will help us in order that we can also identify that this is the message these patterns of candlesticks are giving us, and we should be very careful which trend to take and which trend not to take. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, Charles. I appreciate for the recommendation that you are making. I wish we could do that to the last part of your sharing, that we should give you assignments, but it's gonna take us time for us to complete, because you still need to come here and submit your assignment, all right? But you can still do it on your own, all right? Take it as a personal assignment, all right? Take it as a personal assignment. Go to your trading view according to your understanding how we have presented it. Look at these chart patterns and find out which one is which one is which, right? And we are not limiting you guys. When you find something and then you want to confirm or you want to share, we do have a community page. All right, we do have a community page. That page is also for learning. So you can come on that page, pull out the screenshot, and then let's have a discussion over there. It's very important. Okay, so it does not end here. Okay, that page is not talking about Oracle. It is for us to learn on that page. Okay, yes, it's not a page of Oracle. So we can use that page to communicate. You can pull out a screenshot and then you ask a question, guys, what type of a chart pattern is this? All right. Yes, we can discuss there. It's very, very important. Thank you so much, Charles. The first question is that for these chart patterns to be valid, for you to have a good, valid chart pattern, check them in 4 hours and 1 day. Check them in 4 hours and 1 day, because in a shorter time frame, you may have a fake or a false chart pattern. Okay? You may have a fake or a false chart pattern. You cannot establish an engulfing bar in the 15 minutes time frame, in 30 minutes time frame. It's very short time frame. All right, it may not be realistic. So check them in a longer time frame, of which I would recommend the 4 hours and the 1 day. Yes, you can go maybe to 1 hour as well. But candlestick chart patterns like the 3 white soldiers, okay, the 3 black crows, I recommend you check them in a longer time frame so that they can be validated there. Thank you so much, Charles, for that sharing. Yes, Leader Doris, I think over to you now. You can wind up and we call it a morning until we meet again in other Zooms. But for me, when it comes to the morning session, I'm ending it here. Like I said, my friends are going to come. They are going to come and continue where I have ended. One of them is going to be Coach Musa, will be coming, and other leaders also will be coming. So, guys, let me go and rest. The morning sessions, yeah, I may come here and there if the presenter maybe is not there, but the session that I was taking you through, I have managed to come to the end of it. Right, yes, but we can still interact on our community pages so that we keep learning. Yes, over to you, Leader Doris Angel, if you are in a position to talk. Okay, so seems like Leader Doris is not in a position to talk. Okay, guys, let's meet in the upcoming. Today is Tuesday. We do have a morning session. We do have a morning session, I believe. So let's meet in the upcoming morning session, 10 a.m., 9 a.m. respectively, at our time zone. Until then, I will see you tomorrow in the technical analysis. I will be a student learning with you when other leaders will be coming and sharing on the platform. Thank you so much. I wish you a lovely day, a beautiful day. Take care, be safe. We love you all. Please take note that the market is still doing what it does. So trade with caution. Thank you so much. Let's end here for today. Bye-bye.